Welcome back into a new episode of the Bleed Orange and Blue podcast, Illini fan podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in as we go ahead and preview the Illinois game at USC, which kicks off this evening. Late start for the Illini here on their West Coast trip. So definitely hope to see the Illini show some energy starting off in this game. Don't run into that wall that seems to be the rest of the Big Ten when they're making this trip to USC, UCLA, as the Illini start that off this evening. Now we have Andrei Stojakovic making the trip after Brad said he might spend his time in a hyperbolic time chamber. Uh, just joking. This is not Dragon Ball Z, but a hyperbolic chamber to heal up his ankle as he recovers. Looks like he is a game time decision on this one, so we do not know whether or not Andre will be playing in this one. Definitely going to dive into that here, as well as USC's Chad Baker-Mazara is also questionable, but expected to play based off of everything I can find here. So definitely going to dive into that with these both injured wing players, both talented players for each of their teams, and pivotal parts into winning. And tonight, as going on in the future for both of these teams in this next episode. Again, welcome into the episode here as we go ahead and preview this game with USC. And starting with USC, obviously, we're going to go ahead and talk about some of their strengths here and what the Illini may be facing in this game. Now, the Illini, as we know, shoot a lot of three balls. Over 50% of their accumulated points have been coming from that three ball. And USC has a strength being 13th in the nation via KenPom and 3-point defense efficiency on defending that three-pointer. So the Illini are going to have to make sure that they take advantage of those open shots and make sure to hit them because USC does a good job at defending that three. Now, what do? Well, USC has some great length with a couple of 6'6" guards. Whether or not Chad Baker-Mazara plays tonight is going to definitely play into the Illini chances here. And as well, USC doesn't have much depth at the guard position. So definitely look forward to seeing exactly what comes out of that decision. Again, Chad Baker-Mazara, as I've been finding, is expected to play tonight, but is still day to day and questionable. So we will see if he ends up on the court tonight and how the Illini are going to go ahead and face off against not only a great scoring threat and a veteran player, but a good defender with length and athleticism as well. So again, USC's strengths here. They've got that length, athleticism. Obviously, Illinois' got more length. I don't think we have the athleticism of USC, but we definitely have the length and overall height, obviously being number one in the nation in overall height for our team. So, what are some other things that USC is going to be good at that we've got to watch for? That's getting to the foul line. They do a phenomenal job at getting to the foul line, one of the highest in the country, shooting about 24.6 free throws per game. And that leads them to being one of the top teams in the conference as well as the nation and getting those free throw attempts. They're also a very solid free throw shooting team. Chad Baker-Mazara, for example, is shooting about 91% from free throw this season. So again, his effect on the game could be major here, whether or not he plays. And good thing for us is Illinois is one of the least fouling teams there are in the nation. So we don't get into foul trouble. That may be a key for the Illini, though. Get to the line. USC can get to the line themselves, but they also put other teams at the line at a high rate. So that's where I see the Illini being able to take an advantage here is with USC's aggressiveness, is just making sure to get to that free throw line a lot. I expect this game to be a long one because I expect us to shoot a lot of free throws, somewhere in the 30 ball range of free throw attempts is what I'm expecting out of our team tonight, just to get downhill. Again, because USC does such a good job at defending the 3 point, I think a key to our game in this one is getting downhill, posting up, and getting aggressive with the ball towards the rim. I think that'll set up the Illini as we are a solid 2 point percentage team as well as a good free throw shooting team, shooting 70 plus percent as a team. Obviously, last game we didn't shoot many free throws. I expect Brad to have had the group prepared to attack the rim at a higher rate to draw more fouls than this one. Now, again, this USC team has some great ability. I would not sleep on this team at all. They're not a great 3 point shooting team, but they can definitely get hot, especially when you got someone with the name Arenas on the team. Yes, Gilbert Arenas' son, who's been playing the last 4 games, I believe, since he returned from injury after having some issues in a car accident in the offseason before starting his freshman season. Now, he came out not shooting great in that first game, but man, he filled it up in another one, having 29 points. So this kid can flat out score. He is his dad's son. There's no doubt about it. Don't let him get hot. I think another aspect here, don't let USC get in transition. Now, obviously, the Illini had some issues against Michigan State with that one. Again, didn't have Kylan. Andre had already twisted his ankle and had a sprain he was playing on throughout the game in that one. So definitely played a factor into stopping the ball. So again, get out in that transition defense if we don't grab the board. But I think that's our biggest key in this one, aside from getting to the foul line, is getting the rebound, which we are such a good team at doing. Again, number 5 in the nation in offensive rebounds. I think we just need to trash those boards. USC has the athleticism and length, but they are not an aggressive rebounding team. They aren't a high frequency rebounding team like the Illini are. And I just think that's the difference maker. The Illini are going to be aggressive on those boards where USC will be aggressive to get to the rim, to score and get the free throw line, and they'll be aggressive to defend that 3 point line, but they don't do a great job defending the 2 point, and they don't do a good job grabbing those boards. So I think ultimately the Illini can take advantage of that, get the boards, get to the foul line, slow this game down. Don't let USC make it into a who's hot or not shooting match, because I think that's their only chance in this one is if Chad Baker-Mazara were to come out and hit his buckets as well as Gilbert Arenas getting hot. Those two would be the only reason I see Illinois potentially losing this one. Again, play your game. As I've said in the past, Illinois just needs to play their game. Get to the foul line. Don't foul. Don't turn the ball over. Grab rebounds. And as we saw against Indiana, we don't even have to hit threes at a high frequency to go and have a 20-point win. Not going to say that we're going to have that against USC. I think they're a better overall team than Indiana. I think they have better talent and athleticism, which is going to play into their advantage against the Illini, who are not as quick-footed or as explosive. So, again, I think utilizing our skill set and what we've been good at all season is just just repeating that process for the Illini to go out and get this one. Now, what does it look like if Chad Baker-Mazara decides to be able to play in this game or can play in this game? Well, USC is going to get an experienced shot maker in this one. Now, this guy is wild and crazy and crazier than Big Z. He's a 26-year-old still playing in college. We know some of the antics that he had at Auburn last year. He's got Final Four experience. He's long, athletic, 6'7", can fill up the bucket, especially when he gets hot. So I think the key for the Illini to lock him up if he plays in this one is make him uncomfortable. I would probably switch off defenders on him so he doesn't get the same looks, because I see Kylan matching up on him if he's out there. Kylan's going to have the strength, going to have the speed to stay in front of him, make him uncomfortable trying to handle the ball. But he gives up some height, and Chad Baker-Mazara can shoot over the top of him. If he gets hot, I foresee throwing Ben Rickhouse on him. Obviously, if Andre is healthy, maybe throwing him on him as well, depending upon how well we think he can stay in front of him. I also would even say throw Big Z on him a little bit. Let that over extending height and athleticism of Big C's shot blocking ability just throw him off. So I would honestly see a rotating defense of putting different guys on him. Don't give him the opportunity to get comfortable attacking you one way. I really think that would throw his game off, and not allow him to get comfortable, especially with him coming back from a knee injury. Those are never easy to come back from, especially when you're an athletic player. Now, I would say this also goes the same for Gilbert Arenas' son. Uh, young Arenas can fill the bucket up just like his dad. However, he is taller and longer, um, listed about 6'5", 6'6". While the Illini have the length of match, I think Kylan Boswell matched up on him for the most part in this one. Let that veteran, tough, little pesky defender, strong defender match up on this lean, long, athletic kid that has just got a few games under his belt. He came in mid-season. He's not fully in the shape he probably needs to be in to be ready to run in February. And Kylan's got fresh legs. He's played one game and he was running the whole time he was injured. So it's not like Kylan is, huffing and puffing right now either. So allow him to make him uncomfortable, get up in his grill, get up in his, in his shorts and just let Kylan go at it. I would say, again, depending upon Chad Baker-Mazara's status in this one, let that be a little bit of a switch off as well. If Andre is available and can play, I would even throw him on Arenas at times if Kylan is on Baker-Mazara. Just again, throw something different, someone with his length and athleticism to match. And I would even say throw Keaton on him because Keaton is a smart defender. Obviously, we don't want him exerting himself on the end, but with having Kylan back, having an additional ball handler, Keaton looked way more relaxed in the last game. Didn't look nearly as tired, even though he still played most of the entire game. And then let Merck go to work on the offensive end. Let him just get after it again because I think he's got a good matchup, not athletically, but in regards to I think he's going to get his guy to get in foul trouble. The USC front court is not deep, so if we get them into foul trouble, they're going to be in a world of hurt by the last 10 minutes of this game. If we just work into our big guys, let Tommy, Merck, and Z and Ben get at it. Yeah, Ben can go ahead do a little booty ball. We know Ben's got that in his game a little bit. I think that would be good to also just kind of get his confidence going again, get that swagger going. He's played great, even though he hasn't shot the ball great at times. And just play your guys' game and work it in the post. Look for those mismatches. Utilize your experience over some of their youth, and really just, I would say, get after it defensively. We did a great job stealing the ball last game. I don't foresee that being a huge thing, but we can force them to make mental errors in this one. I really think that's a strength for the Illini on defense, especially against a more athletic team, to help avoid them seeing that rim get bigger and start hitting shots, because that's the only concern I have for the Illini in this one. I think Illinois, if they do all the things that they're good at, Illinois goes and wins this by double digits. If they don't, I think this is a 4 to 7 point game in which we're all stressing a little bit towards the end, having to ice it with some free throws. But again, the Illini hold this game in their hands by how they come out mentally. We did not come out very good mentally against USC last year. If anyone remembers that one, it was a afternoon or early afternoon game. Not a great start time for the Illini historically. Also, this is a late game, so really going to throw Illinois off. I believe it's like a 10 p.m. start for their local time. So hopefully they've been able to adjust a little bit, um, being out in LA, and look forward to them just bringing the intensity that they brought the last game. Hopefully, we also see some open shots go in this game that we didn't see last game. That will definitely help things. But look for the Illini to pull this out, beat them on the boards, beat them at the free throw line, and beat them in time of possession, a little bit like football. And we will see this one play out the way I think we all want it to. So please, guys, thanks for listening in. If you can go ahead, like, share, subscribe this video. If you're listening on Spotify, go ahead and give me a good rating there. Leave a comment. Again, we'll look forward to you guys reaching out, commenting on the game, commenting on the video, everything below. Even reach out and email at bleedorangeandblue at gmail.com. My link is in there as well. So definitely reach out, especially if you want to come on the pod. Would love to talk some Illini basketball or football with you. Look at bringing some more football content here since we now have a full football staff to talk about. And man, I think did Brett Bielema hit the ball out of the park on this one with some sneaky hires. A lot of head coaching experience now in the ranks. I really think this is going to absolutely allow this team to utilize their experience and just pour into these players. And I'm expecting great results. So, want to thank you again for checking out the Bleed Orange and Blue podcast, and hope you all have a great rest of your day. And as always, ILL.